It has been a wild, wild weekend in Big Brother 26. I'm all the way here in Mexico for a wedding. I'm doing my best to keep up on all the drama of the feed, especially today, so I can actually come up with, I think, a good power ranking system. But here we are. We're going to throw it as hard up against the wall. 14 people, power ranked from 14 all the way to number one. And with this chaotic mess, this is the most unreliable form of power rankings that I've had so far this year, and probably ever, because you have no way how the house is going to shake out with Tucker blowing up and this backdoor plan not happening with Quinn's power getting exposed, Cedric kind of getting a lot of blood on his hands with MJ and others. It's wild. So let's just start up here and talk about Big Brother 26. Number 14 for me is going to be Kenny. If he's up against America's Choice or Tucker, I think the house is going to vote Kenny out. And he's kind of been active this week, but now that I think the plan went awry, I think he's going to be okay to leave. We'll see where it goes. Tucker now seems to be angry with Kenny for not telling stories straight or not. I don't know how much power he's going to have or anybody's going to want to save him, but Kenny's main hope is somehow being able to escape the block this week with like a Tucker going home. I don't know if the house is going to turn on Tucker like that, because they realize he's going to be needed to go after these guys, and you'll see a lot here. This is a very lady favored power ranking in house now, as all the guys that they were worried were aligned are basically now at each other's throats. So Kenny is number 14 for me in my power ranking. 13, it's Tucker. I love Tucker. I love that he got this game interesting. I'm glad that the feeds are good now, and we're finally feels like we're playing Big Brother, but he's just in a very bad position. He used his veto on Angela today, thinking that they were going to put Quinn up and he was going to beat Quinn in AI Arena and backdoor him. Likely Quinn's going to go up anyway, based on if America's vote, but he's gone off on a lot of different people. He seems to make it up with Quinn, but him and Cedric are beefing very, very hard. And he's getting a little bit loud and aggressive for some people like T-Core, even Rabina. So I do wonder, by the end of the week, is Tucker going to be safe, or is he going to be gone if he doesn't win AI Arena? He's more than capable of winning it. He definitely now has Mackenzie on his side. There's going to be kind of an anti-army per se against Cedric and maybe even others, but he took a swing this week. He took a lot of faith, and it blew up in his face, and he's paying the consequences. He's all the way down to number 13. Huge drop for Tucker overall. I want to say 6 or 7 spots. I don't have my rankings up here like I usually do. That's just the necessity of filming this kind of last minute in Mexico. I was hoping to do this during the day, but had family stuff going on. So that's Tucker at number 13. Number 12, I'm going to say Cedric. He may still have the Pentagon, but I do think the house is going to be turning on him. And the fact that he so sloppily maneuvered this HOH and didn't just do proper conversations and stuff ahead of people before making this big blindside, whether he said some stuff or not, he didn't go into extensive detail enough. He was being very vague. He was being very just, suave, I would say, and hoping that people would listen. And he's ended up with just a lot of people upset and questioning him. He's already talking about being upset about his integrity being called out of, and I'm just like, dude, you're playing Big Brother. Why are you worried about your integrity being called out of? Why are you crying about that? You're supposed to be lying, cheating, and stealing in this game. That's what it's about. So even though he's lives in Boise, I'm from Boise, I'm not that happy with Cedric overall, and that's why he's number 12 for me right now. I think his game got kind of blown up. Number 11 is probably going to be Cam. Cam, just like Cedric, is starting to pick up a lot of the heat for this plan, because that's who Tucker told a lot of this information about and really worked things through. We'll see if he maneuvers his way better than Cedric. I think there's a chance he might. But with that, plus the heat of the Leia, Showmance, and others, we definitely have Cam not in the best spot overall. I think people are going to be going shots at him, and with all the guys going after each other, Cam's so easy to get sniped if he's on the block one of these times and loses AI Arena. I like the idea of this move to put Mackenzie up. I just think they could have communicated it a lot better to Tucker and others. Like, hey, This is what we're doing and why. Please just use your veto on yourself. Number 9, Mackenzie. Mackenzie got so upset when her America's veto got played, she made a big target out of Cedric, and anybody who might still be protecting Cedric are going to be coming after Mackenzie, including people like Quinn and Chelsea. So I think Mackenzie, if she can pair up with Tucker and they can survive a while, could do a lot of damage to the Pentagon people without knowing they're the Pentagon. But it feels like Leia is even distancing herself from Mackenzie. And overall, just the tone of everything is not what they need to be able to win. So she comes in at number 10. Number 9, I'm going to say Quinn. He seems to be getting a lot of pressure off him with the power. People said he felt like he's done it pretty well. But the fact that he had this power, the fact that he lied, is something that I think people are going to live with for a while. And he's now a target person on people's radars that, like, he might not go this week if he goes up and loses the arena, but it's a good chance in a few weeks, too, he might get dumped. He's given, like, a second chance to the Pentagon here from Cedric and Cam, and we'll see if he does that or if he goes really far back with Chemo and others, but he took a big hit this game. A lot of stuff got exposed for Quinn, and that's why he's my number 9. Number 8 is Leah. Leah does not have really anybody too much in the house. I think might have, I think she'll start to build things in now that I think, Cam's kind of being blown up. All the guys are being blown up. I think, even Mackenzie in a way got kind of blown up. She's distancing herself, it seems like today, from Mackenzie, and she can wiggle her way into an okay spot in this house. She's still not great, which is why she's number 8 for me right now. But she's kind of wiped a little bit clean of everything going on. And with all the mess in the house from Cam, Cedric, Tucker, Kenny, she moved up in the power ranking just because of that. Number 7, I would say Rabina. Rabina is pretty closely affiliated with Tucker. She might be able to pivot to a T-Core Chemo trio per se. Even, I think she's getting kind of close with Chelsea. I think the woman in this game could definitely turn into a women's alliance that takes over, seeing that the men are so kind of jawing at each other. But I do worry that her affiliation with Tucker's going to have her on the block at some point. Sorry, it's late here. If Tucker is able to stay longer, with everybody out. We'll see where it ends up, but she definitely has some loyalties to Tucker, and we'll see how Rabina ends up there at number 7. Number 6, Joseph. Joseph being so aloof, out of the loop, thinking that the collective is the only real thing in the game, has steered him clear of all the drama with all the guys this week, whether it be Chemo or anybody else. In fact, I think this might make the collective work more together right now, which is exactly what Joseph wants because he thought he was the main character throughout the week. He was somebody else could put way lower until all hell broke loose in the house. But if he knows about the Pentagon. He has the collective there. I don't think he has great winning chances, but he has the most kind of blood-free on his hands overall. He's just a little stupid. But that's Joseph. Number 5, Chemo. The fact that Chemo was the one who spoke about this power with Quinn, I think damages that relationship a bit. That Tucker knew that out. I don't know if it out just yet that Chemo knew. But this HOH from Cedric, I did not really allow his side to form very well. Maybe it'll form if Chemo wins the next HOH, but the problem is Quinn's going to take it over and make his own nom set pretty much. That's what that is. So Chemo has a couple weeks to kind of rebound and find himself in a good spot. He's kind of steered free of the drama and the yelling. He has good relationship with T-Core, Rabina. I even think Chelsea has a good relationship with Brooklyn. So we'll see if he can work his way into the house and make plays later on. But I think he's going to be kind of isolated these next couple weeks and not really in much. He's in the collective, so that's good for him. But yeah. Number 5. I mean, they don't have a chance at winning this game. But Angela, she got saved from the block this week. by Tucker. I don't think she's going to be anybody's target anytime soon. And she might allow herself to play this game more, get in relationships, and who knows if she can build stuff and become an actual valuable number. Maybe she gets to the end game. People are like, you know what? You should have been going home week 2, week 3, and somehow you got to the end and made a difference. I don't think she's a great winning chances, but so many people in this house right now are damaged and just easy targets and stuff. And Angela is going to slither back into the background as long as she keeps her mouth shut. Her and Quinn had an argument today and stuff, but it seems like, just heated moments in terms of things like that. But I think she finds herself in a position where she's a number that is needed, and I think somebody's going to quickly move in the snatcher up, and I think she's going to be here for a long while, in my opinion. I'm trying to think. I have Brooklyn left? I have Chelsea left. I have T-Core left. Who else do I have? Was Angela number 4? I guess Angela might be number 4. We had Kenny, Tucker, Cedric, Cam. So that's 14, 13, 12, 11. 10 is Mackenzie. 9 is Quinn. 8 is Leah. 7 was Rubina. 6 was Joseph. 5 was Chemo. 4 was Angela. So number 3 is Takor. Takor is kind of out of the loop. I don't think she played this week well at all. But given all the fallout that happened today, I think it kind of erases her kind of bad week and kind of resets the deck, in my opinion. And I am very much looking forward to see where T-Core moves as this house moves around and figure things out. I think she's still going to be close a little bit with Quinn. I think her and Chelsea are growing a lot closer bond together. I think her and Brooklyn are growing a good bond together. I think a women's alliance could be coming, and I think there's a chance that she could do well. So that's T-Core, my number 3. Number 2 is Chelsea. Again, the fact that Cam and Cedric did all this stuff really without talking to the Pentagon just wipes her hands clean, and I think she's back into a good strategic spot in the house. All the heat is on all the guys, and she's kind of able to, after a pretty bad HOH week where nothing happened, the fact that the board got reset and all the guys are kind of targeting each other now was just great news for Chelsea. And she's built a good relationship with the woman, and a lot of the work she did last week is paying off now that things have kind of blown up and worked her way through. And that leaves number 1 as being Brooklyn. Brooklyn is just in the best spot in the house. She isn't really on anybody's bad side. She's in the collective, and even though Joseph's she knows she's at the bottom, Joseph, if she's happy to join the collective and you think she's at the bottom, she's probably not at the bottom. She's probably near the top. And that's the truth when it comes to the Pentagon basically using the collective as an onion alliance. She's pretty level-headed through all this mess, and I think she's setting herself perfectly to make a big middle-late game run towards this game overall. We'll have to see, but Brooklyn, to me, is my number 1 ranked power player for Big Brother 26, and I apologize if this video is not well talked about. I'm only going off of Twitter feed videos and Twitter reactions, and not even for most of the day, because I'm here with family doing stuff, only for parts of the day in the evening. I'm jealous that I leave and the feeds get really, really good, but hopefully when I come back home on Thursday, the feeds will still be good going on. But that's going to be it here. Josh Does Movies. That's Big Brother 26 Power Rankings, Week 3. Tell me your rankings down below, and what did I get wrong by doing this on the fly? Vote Quinn to go on the block. Adios.